Focus, focus. As you can see, it is a completely different background. I'm still adjusting to my new apartment. It is significantly smaller, but it's in such a better area, and I'm so much more happy. Welcome to today's video. We'll be talking about comparison is the thief of joy. And I know how difficult this subject is for a lot of people, especially if you're in your early 20s with social media and like Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat. It's so easy to get caught up in the rat race and the comparison game, and sometimes you feel inadequate. And today we'll be talking about that, and I hope you can find some value. Comparison is the thief of joy. It's such an overstated fact that it loses its meaning because it's said so much. When it's stated this many times, it loses its significance. I've heard it a million times, but you forget what it actually means. And it is so true. When you compare yourself to someone else's life, you don't understand what is going on in their background and how much hard work or luck. You definitely feel inadequate. It's not a healthy mindset to be in order to make gains in life. And you have to understand that you should only be comparing yourself to who you were yesterday, as Jordan B. Peterson says. And it's such an important topic that we forget, because you can only compare yourself to who you were yesterday, last night, a year before. And that's how you see your progress. But when you compare yourself to these people on Instagram, Facebook, people on LinkedIn, your peers, of course you feel left behind, because everything online is their highlight reel. You don't see their day-to-day. You don't see their day-to-day struggles. You only see their successes, their wins. And it definitely is a feeling that makes you feel left out and behind. And trust me, I've been here. So what have I done to prevent this? I think number one is to reduce my social media use. I think LinkedIn is a very toxic place. I feel like LinkedIn has its place. Maybe you can find a job, but a lot of job offers that I've gotten was through connections and networking. It wasn't from a recruiter on LinkedIn. I've heard it's possible, but I feel like when people are on LinkedIn, they kind of circle jerk each other off 24/7, and it's just a place to brag. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of cringy stuff. I think LinkedIn has its own place, but when you go on there 24/7 and you see, wow, my friends are investment banker, they're doing this, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? I think you need to just step back and realize you are taking life at your own pace. You are destined for something specifically unique to you. I feel like when you try to copy someone else, you will always be a carbon copy. You'll never be original. You'll never be number one. Because I feel like we all have our unique strengths. When you try to copy someone else, you are being player number two, because they're doing what's best for them, but you're just trying to copy them. So what I'm trying to say is take a step back, realize that it's completely okay to feel quote unquote a little left behind, and you'll get there in your own due time. Instead of using energy in the constant comparison game, I would say focus, use that energy on yourself. Read, further educate yourself, try some new skills out, try some new hobbies, go out and network, because this is what will progress you in your life. You get to a better place in life by doing these things versus just constantly comparing yourself on social media, on Instagram. Because I'm just gonna be honest, like, it's not as great as it looks. It's so easy to make your life look fabulous on social media, and like you have the perfect job, you have the perfect relationship, friend group, and everything seems perfect. But on the day-to-day, you don't know what they're hiding. You don't. Some people are hiding skeletons in their closet, and it's so real. Sometimes I've been caught up in this mindset, but one thing that's helped me is like taking a step back, realizing I have made significant gains in my life regardless of what other people are doing. And I have like journal entries. I write in my journal all the time. And just looking back at these journals in sophomore year of high school, wow, it's such an amazing thing. And one thing that stuck out to me was you don't have to be perfect in everything you do. Every decision you make does not have to be perfect. You only have to make one or two critical decisions in your life in order to make gains. It's not like every situation matters, every decision you make. You just have to make one or two smart decisions and you're set up for life. You don't have to be correct 24/7. You don't have to be correct 100% of the time. I feel like if you're mostly correct, 80% or higher, it is totally okay. And making mistakes is a part of it, because making mistakes is vital to your growth. And as much as it hurts, you need it in order to become a stronger version of yourself. Wow, that was very inspirational. I hope you found that to be valuable. Did not know where that just came from. These are just things that I thought about, like every day I'm trying to get better, and some days it feels like I'm not getting where I want to be. But I have to realize, and I need to have faith in the universe and God, whoever you believe in, that it's gonna come at the right time when I'm a stronger version of myself and I'm thinking at the correct level. And I feel like this comes with time. I feel like the only missing factor between you and your success is time. But you have to keep working every single day on your job, your career, your hobbies, your YouTube channel, whatever it is, your side gig, and it's gonna take time. And that's the only factor that is missing in order for you to achieve success. And I'm not saying just material success, whatever it means, like having a healthy relationship with your family or a girlfriend or a boyfriend. It just takes time, and you have to become that person yourself. I know some days it feels like you're not making any progress, but I think when you look at your journal entries and see how far you've come, I definitely feel like when you look at your journal entries or, you know, things you wrote in your journal, it gives you the perspective you need in order to keep on going and realize, wow, I am growing. And it wasn't until I looked at my journal that I realized how much I've grown. So the lesson of the day is it's completely normal to compare yourself in your early 20s because you're not really sure like who you are. This is something that like I realize is an ongoing thing I have to figure out. I've realized like, who am I? But being caught up with the comparison game is normal now. And it's 100% normal thing to do when you're in your 20s. You look to your peers for validation because you're not quite sure where to go and you want to see, well, my peers are doing this, so I might follow them because it seems like the correct thing to do. But you have to realize you can do it a little bit, but when it goes to the extreme, it's very, very unhealthy for yourself. And realize you're on your own path, you'll get there soon. You just have to do the work. And some luck is involved, I understand it. And obviously there's some privileges that some of us have if you come from a wealthy background. But you have to realize these things are out of your control and you gotta do the best you can in your life. And I hope you found some value from today's video. I wish you the best. Namaste.